So this is going to be my review for the 12 Monkeys Season 2 finale, which is entitled Memory of Tomorrow. This episode really explains a lot, and it really wraps in the 12 Monkeys Season 2, or it wraps everything in 12 Monkeys Season 2 together. And so basically, as we said at the end of the episode, really, the end of the previous episode, Blood Washed Away, we really didn't know where this series was going to go, how they were going to continue it, because both teams had lost. But Cole and Cassie have been living out their lives, and time shifts when Cole's buying a Christmas gift. It just stops, and Cole's like, "Well, this is insane," and so he locates another primary that actually lives in their time, who says time is collapsing in their time now, as it's collapsed in previous. And uh, Cole is able to find a red tree, which, if you remember right, if he makes the red tea, he can have the hallucinations and such. And the primary tells him that he can go through time if he takes it. Her name is Lillian, and she tells him if he takes the tea, he can travel through time if he focuses and go right to the year of 1957 of the paradox and stop it. And he does. And so now that he stopped it, all of the life that him and Cassie had led before is washed away. Uh, Cole, Cole, um, Cole and Cassie after that splinter back to 2044, where they find Katerina, and she's basically been defending the facility by herself for a year. And there's this cool montage of her killing all these marauders trying to come in, and her becoming like really awesome. And there was a dog that came that she had, and so she wasn't completely alone. However, she had been waiting for them, and so the whole group figures out or realizes they need to go save Ramses and uh, the hyenas in Jennifer, because they know that it's a trap. So they all splinter, use the time machine to splinter or teleport to the near Titan. And once they go towards Titan, uh, they were able to stop the witnesses' plot to uh, blow up to kill them all, since he had the sort of the ambush waiting for them. And they decide, well, we're already here in Titan. Why not try to find the witness? But then they slowly realize as they're going through the facility is actually, the whole entire facility of Titan is a time machine. And they get split up. And so Jennifer and, or not Jennifer, excuse me, who am I thinking of? Katerina uh, and her daughter get out successfully. Katerina and Hannah make it out. Ramses is approached by a guy who's dressed as one of the witnesses' followers, and he actually is able to. Uh, he goes with them because he says that he's an enemy of the army of the 12 Monkeys. Uh, Deacon sacrifices himself to save Jennifer, which is crazy, and really that puts Deacon in a positive light, considering that he had just killed the older version of Jennifer an episode ago, or 2 episodes ago, I believe. And then the really insane part is Cole and Cassie get separated again. Cassie is dragged back into Titan, and Cole is taken out. And then after that, you realize that Ramses was saved by Olivia, which is insane, considering that she had helped the 12 Monkeys so long, and she took him out of that facility, or had her henchman, so he could go see his son. And so really this reveals that Olivia maybe isn't working with the 12 Monkeys anymore. Maybe she's working against them. So maybe she'll become an ally in Season 3, which is actually a fantastic idea. Jennifer is taken out. Jennifer is just splintered into France in 1917, which is a nod to the original movie if you have ever seen it. And that'll be interesting, since she's in France in 1917, how that's going to work out. Cole and Katarina return to the facility, and they figured out Cassie's been taken. The whole entire facility of Titan's been sent into the future, and so Cassie splinters Cole, or Katarina splinters Cole into the future so he could save Cassie, which is insane because we've never gone into the future in this show yet. So that'll be an amazing place to start season 3. And in the future year is 2163, and the most insane part of this episode, the part that made me almost, like get up and scream, was you figure out that Cassie is the mother to the witness, and Cole is the father. And it was just a moment where you're just like, what just happened? It was insane. This has to be one of the best 45 minutes of television I've ever seen in my life. This finale was superb in every way. The whole team got together just to get separated again throughout time and throughout history. And you figure out that the witness is actually the son of Cole and Cassandra, which is insane. And not only that, but, I mean, it's very emotional hour. Cole had to leave everything behind to do this, to save time. And he had to choose between him and Cassie's life and the future. And that was a big decision. And Cassie ends up remembering the years they had spent before Cole, or after Cole was unsuccessful to stop the paradox. So really, that knowledge is still there, but it's still, Cole had to make that decision not knowing if that would happen in 1957 to see if he could save everybody. So this episode was superb, tied everything together. The whole crew got back together. The acting was amazing. And then, you have the revelation that Titan's a time machine, and then everybody gets separated and Deacon dies. And so really this episode was the best episode of 12 Monkeys I've ever seen in my life, and one of the best episodes of television I've ever seen in my life. I'm giving this episode, now I can't give it a 10 out of 10 because I don't believe that would be correct, but I'm going to give this episode a 9 out of 9. This episode was one of the best 45 minutes of television I've ever seen. So many twists and turns that you didn't expect. Memory of Tomorrow really made it. And I hope that this season 2 of 12 Monkeys gets people thinking, looking at the show again, especially before its third season that could be its last, looking at the show again and realizing that the 12 Monkeys writers are superb, and this show is one of the best shows on television. And so I'd give this episode, Memory of Tomorrow, a 9 out of 9. Fantastic 12 Monkeys episode, fantastic episode of television, and one of the best episodes of television I've ever seen in my life. I'd give Memory of Tomorrow, 12 Monkeys Season 2, the final episode, a 9 out of 9. I would suggest watching the whole season because it's definitely worth the build up to this. This is Cyber and Scroll, signing off.